So I I wanted to get a little bit more in this movie. So I have a pretty big commute when I go to work. Sometimes it can get over 2 hours, and
Ooh,
it's been good though because it's summer now, so a lot of the traffic's really cleared up. But
awesome.
I listened to Total Recall, so I put it on and I put on the Bluetooth and I just listened to the dialogue,
Hmm.
and I just listening to it, I loved Arnold's like what sardonic
That's what it is.
sarcasm wit.
Yeah, yeah.
So just like there's a couple weird line readings, but for the
Mm.
most part, if you just listen to the movie, you wouldn't think you'd does that mean, like he's good in Total Recall though.
No, listen.
He's very good.
There's the dialogue in this movie is crackling, and
Yep.
he had a. I think this is the movie that really cements him as pun guy,
Oh
because
gosh.
my favorite line in Predator, is when he just hits the guy with the 4-foot machete and stick around. You know what I'm saying? That's, but I mean, get to the chopper. People started realizing, okay, let's just make him say imperatives. He's just telling you to do it, and you will. So get your ass to Mars. I mean, that's amazing.
Oh, it's so good.
My band, my band here in Korea, we made a song, "Get Your Ass to Mars," because that's so amazing. Look, this I would have this man just read ingredients from a can of peas to me right now. High
Ooh.
fructose corn syrup, polysorbic acid.
Screw, screw you. Wait. Yeah. And then
Salt.
I like when that one guy comes up to him and why are you showing your face around here? Look who's talking. Uh, and,
Yeah.
and then I loved the line "See you at the party, Richter," because that's
See you at the party, Richter. Oh
you.
my God.
You have to have watched the movie to the reason it works so well is because you have to remember a conversation, an unimportant conversation from earlier in the film.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I think the best
So,
is she sees him after a long time and she's like, what have they been feeding you? And he goes, blondes.
blondes, blondes.
Isn't that awesome?
Look, the thing about it is every Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, they usually try to figure out a way to explain his accent, the same with Jean-Claude Van Damme, I think it was Kickboxer,
He's French and
why
everything,
does he
right?
talk like that? Well, he was born in America, but he was raised in France.
Yep.
But this movie, they don't bother explaining his accent at all. They figure, okay, let's take away from his haltingly distracted accent with just I don't know, violence. Oh, and let's get some boobs in here. No, 2 boobs is not enough. Let's get 3 on a
Yep.
chick. You know what I mean? Hey, we'll put some kids in there and let's just screw up their faces, man. Hey, how about that little girl with the old man's eye? Let's just what accent? Look at what we got going on here. You know what I mean?
And let's just wholesale
So
murder groups of people.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you got Michael Ironside and his awesome henchmen. They just run around in public gunning people down.
Just
You know?
innocent people getting shot.
Yeah, and just they do it on Earth. They do it on Mars. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? This movie is amazing.
I was listening to some fun stuff, and all the chase scenes. So when they're in the taxi cabs driving around through the tunnels, they only had 30 yards of tunnels, so they had to they would drive 30 yards and back it up, and then get it up to speed, then shoot it, then back it up, and then back it up, and then get it up to speed. Isn't that amazing?
Dude, I just love practical effects, man. Because
Yep.
if that was done today, you would clearly see the outlines of the guys in front of the green screen, and it's so great.
Do you know who?
There was that scene. Oh, I'm
Oh
sorry.
no, go for it, go for it.
I was gonna say there was that scene in Total Recall, jeez, The Running Man, where they take that turbo sled to get to the
Yeah.
to the area of killing, and there's a mirror. When the sled comes towards the mirror, but it's one shot and it goes boom boom in out, and you can tell it's a mirror, but it's awesome. It's awesome. It's no CGI.
Yeah, I love in-camera effects. You know the guy who did the special effects for this, Rob Bottin?
Bottin.
Bottin.
I
RoboCop
think it's
7. Yeah, you're right, Bottin.
Mm, the thing and the
Yeah,
thing.
The Thing. I mean, The Thing, he did, like, he worked on New Hope, Fog, Halloween, Legend. Legend's a beautiful to look at movie. It's super dour, but it's beautiful to look at. But I love
Yes.
The Thing. I don't think The Thing has aged. You watch it,
No, it hasn't.
it's terrifying still.
It's an awesome movie. It's so atmospheric. It is dark, and then you get my man Keith Bloodclot David holding it down. You know, well, what makes you think we should trust you? Huh? I think we should, and I think we should shoot everybody. I don't trust you at all. All of you you probably all got the fucking thing inside of you. Let's get out of here. That's my man.
He is the most underrated actor, man. Between that, there's something about Mary. He was in a show called Enlisted. He's just done a bunch of voice work. Other movies. I love that dude. Keith David's the best.
And as you know, our all-time favorite buddy flick, They Live. You know.
Oh yeah, what a great fight.
They put you at the starting line, and they tell you to make your way through life. You know, but I'm gonna get what I want, and I'm gonna try to take it from you.
Man, I need to just hire you to do my ringtone or something like this in Keith David's voice.
I love Keith David, man. I've loved him in everything. There's nothing.
I want you to record going, Mark's phone is ringing. Pick up your phone.
Hey, you just reached Mark Hoffmeyer, but he's not here right now. So leave a goddamn message, you son of a bitch. There you go.
You know what, my voicemail for years, we're talking years, and it's obnoxious, but hi, you've reached Mark Hoffmeyer's cell phone. Mark Hoffmeyer's not here right now, but when Mark Hoffmeyer gets back, Mark Hoffmeyer will call you back. So that was about 5 years of that.
Third person jerk. Oh my God. Oh my God. People who refer to themselves in the third person, you just want to put poison in their coffee. Oh my God. It's hilarious.
By the third time, because texting wasn't too huge yet in the early 2000s. So people would just be like, Mark, I had to listen to that stupid message again. But no, Quato. They were talking about Quato, and people actually asked questions if those were a real actor portraying Quato.
Rob Bottin. There it is.
That is one of it's a Cronenbergian beautiful effect. As far as practical effects go, I mean, I'd say Rancor from Return of the Jedi, eating the Gamorrean Nard. Yeah. There's a Vice documentary about the making of that scene.
Oh, that's probably awesome.
Yeah.
With all talking about in style, the stop motion animation and all that.
It's amazing. So that, Quato, The Thing, that's some of the best practical effects I think I've ever seen.
It's so gross. It doesn't look like, they just glued it on him or anything. It never looks fake to this day. In 1990, you watch this thing on an HD TV, and it does not look fake. It looks like he's just got this tumor. And, oh, by the way, his name's Quato. What's up? How you doing? He'll even shake your hand with his little gross digit. Oh, my God. What do you think? Does Quato need to moisturize? How does he keep that gooey appearance?
Yeah, he's so gooey. So gooey. Oh, someone made a point the other day saying that 90s blockbusters were very gooey. Godzilla.
Yeah, they were.
Independence Day. There's a lot of goo in the 90s.
Well, you're back in the day, you go to any kid's shop and you literally just had slime. Slime was a toy. Slime.
Home Alone 2.
What's this? Slime. Yeah, Home Alone 2. Yeah.
Harry and Marv slipped on that.
What do you do with it? I don't know.
What did you do? Did you ever buy slime?
It's sticky.
Did you ever
know what you buy? You buy silly putty.
Oh. Yeah.
Silly putty was always better because for the younger listeners out there used to be these things that gave us information that were made out of trees, and they were called newspapers. and a newspaper would be printed with this stuff that we call ink, but not like printer ink on your LaserJet. This ink was dirty, and it was easily removed. So you take the silly putty and boom, stick it on the comic of the Family Circus, peel it off, and Bob's your uncle. You got the Family Circus on your silly putty. That was awesome.
Oh, I never did that. I read a lot of Calvin and Hobbes, so I never did that.
Yeah.
And speaking of newspaper...
the Family Circus. Yeah.
You were a Family Circus guy?
No, not at all. I was going to say the only use for the Family Circus was to take it off with your silly putty. It wasn't funny.
Oh, okay. Got it.
It wasn't. God. You know what? That should be a test to see, who's human and who's alien. Did you like the Family Circus? Yes. Murder that person. It's not funny.
That was just the circle, right? It was just one frame?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It'd be the circle, two kids playing basketball, and he goes, "Great jump shot, Billy." That's the caption. That's it. Really? You made off of this? Wow.
I mean, you got to post one every day, right?
Well, I feel like Family Circus was more of a weekend. It would be on a Sunday in the Sunday paper.
Didn't they do a bigger Family Circus on the Sunday?
I hope to God not.
I was all about
yes.
Dilbert, Farside, and Calvin and Hobbes.
Yeah, man. Sunday, the Sunday paper would be in color, the Daily News and Newsday and the New York Times. I'm from New York, everybody. Nice to meet you. And you would buy one of each to just read all these comics. I mean, and it would be maybe 2 pounds of just dead tree that you're just walking around with. It was amazing. God.
You know, there are copies of Mars Today at Mars. Did you see that?
What?
There were Mars Today.
What are you saying?
There's a newspaper in this movie, Mars Today.
That's right. That's right.
And the production designer, he worked on Deep Blue Sea and Master and Commander, which I think are beautiful to look at movies.
Look, I don't know much about Master and Commander, but I will watch Deep Blue Sea once a month, man. You know, he
did mess up big time. He put linoleum floors in, and they flooded the facility, and the actors just slipped everywhere.
Yeah. And then also, you know, if you don't seal up that linoleum right, the water will get underneath, man.
So I learned that in the commentary. Yep. Rennie Harlan was complaining about it.
Rennie Harlan's complaining still that nobody went to see the Christmas movie. Well, they're all Christmas movies.
Die Hard 2?
The Long Kiss Goodnight.
Oh, I love that movie.
That movie's epic too, you know?
Gina Davis, dude, League of Their Own, that one, she was awesome.
Yeah. She, unlike Denise Richards, was not only gorgeous, but a great actress. And it's a shame that she has no hardware. You know what I mean? It's a shame.
Yeah, well, I think Cutthroat Island, then she was a president in a TV show for a while. Oh, she was in Beetlejuice. She has a good CV.
She's got a good run of flicks, man. She was the girlfriend in The Fly, you know?
Oh, yeah.
She was the girlfriend in The Fly. She was a reporter in another movie, like Fletch. Fletch. Yep. She was a sidekick in Fletch. You know, the one woman he couldn't have, but secretly always wanted.
And League of Their Own.
Yeah. Wow, man. So Total Recall, huh?
Yeah. No, but I was looking through this, you know, the cast, and the cinematographer is Joss Focado. He shot Das Boot. He won an Oscar for that, nominated for an Oscar. He also did RoboCop, Showgirls, Starship Troopers. So he's Paul's guy. I mean, this cast. I mean, between Rob Bottin, William Sandell, Joss Focado. I mean, Philip K. Dick. I mean, the guy did what? Blade Runner, Scanner Darkly, Minority Report, Adjustment Bureau, Next, Paycheck, Imposter, Screamers. This movie, I think we can joke around about it and just say, hey, it's Total Recall, but it's a successful movie. I think Verhoeven knew what he was doing, and it works.
100%. Every Verhoeven movie is some kind of commentary on society. This one and RoboCop, those two are about just how big business just doesn't give a shit about people.
Nope.
You know, I mean, for Christ's sake, man. In RoboCop, it was to the point where OCP decided, hey, you know what? Let's just put rookie police officers in really dangerous neighborhoods so that hopefully one of them will get killed, and then we can use his body to make RoboCop. It's like, really? Jesus Christ. Let's force the police to go on strike so that when the town goes insane, we can buy it after it goes bankrupt. It's like, really? Wow. And now this movie, they take it to the logical extreme, which is, hey, you know, people kind of need air to breathe. Let's charge him for it. How about that? It's just dark, man.
And then you have the fascist government of Starship Troopers and that imagery, and then you have Hollow Man, which is just a bad movie.
Hollow Man, you know what? Re-examine Hollow Man in 2019. Toxic masculinity.
Yeah,
that's what that is.
Oh, big time. I watched it, and maybe that's what he was going for, but Kevin Bacon is so unlikable,
creepy,
he immediately goes invisible to attacking people.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah. What would you do? Oh, I'm going to go rape my neighbor. Really, Kevin Bacon? Wow.
There's no switch on him. No one chastises him. He just goes, all right. It's a weird.
You know, they kind of tease, you know, well, the monkey's going insane because it's invisible. So maybe going invisible makes you crazy. You know, the dog goes insane when it's invisible. So maybe it makes you crazy. And then, you know, let's just extrapolate that to it turns you into a rapist. It's like, what? Oh, gee.
That is
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Verhoeven, he pushes buttons. And he was talking about the violence. He was talking about the violence in this movie. and he said, I just look at it as another day. Everyone was